Salute! You are now rocking with the best Chip Game Sports TV. And before I go to prepare to go to bed on this Sunday evening, I'm thinking about a few things related to the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm hoping, wishing, and in a few minutes I might even pray that as we prepare to go in the second week of free agency, that the Cowboys would make some noise. Make a splash, if you will. Get your feet wet and prepare to make a choice and a decision that may propel your team into some greatness this year. There is a saying, scared money don't make money. It seems to me, it just appears that as Stephen Jones prepares to take more of the role of the leadership of the Dallas Cowboys, that he's scared to spend money. He may not even be scared. Maybe he's just stingy. He don't want to spend the money. But I wish that Stephen Jones would hear my voice tonight and tell him it's time to pay somebody some talent so that you could become a better team than you was last year. We've already seen it. It's done. It's signed, sealed, delivered. You failed to pay Amari Cooper or restructure his contract or communicate the point that we want you back because we're better with you than we are without you. The Cowboys were scrambling before Amari Cooper stepped on the scene. Comes on the scene, they're a playoff team. But for whatever reason, whether it is the fact that he didn't get the shot for the cooties, whether it's the fact that you don't like his persona, whatever it was, you did not bring Amari Cooper back. Has to deal with money and a contract, or maybe some personal reasons. But we've got to learn that you ain't got to love everybody you in business with. But if it makes dollars or if it brings championships, it makes sense. So I talked about yesterday just wondering, was it for the dynasty or the dollars? Is it dynasty over dollars? Is it dollars over dynasty? I don't know. It appears to me that it's the dollars over dynasty. You don't want to pay nobody, Dallas Cowboys. And it's a shame because we're seeing it all over the NFL. Teams are sprinkling money into players, free agents, who they think can help them get a Super Bowl. The shame is some of us have raised children and our children have never saw what we saw. I'm talking about we raised grown children. Was not born when Cowboys won a Super Bowl. Was born after that. But they took on our belief and they took over our fanship and they took over everything, our love for the team. And they never saw the team win like we did. And a lot of that is because we failed to insert some dollars where the dollars were needed. Stephen Jones, Jerry Jones, Charlotte Jones, Jerry Jr., scared money don't make money. It looked like the Los Angeles Raiders was just, it didn't matter about the cap. It didn't matter about the hit. It didn't matter about how much we would spend, but we just won a Super Bowl. You saw the same thing with the Eagles a few short years ago. Blowing up the cap, spending money, excess money. Why? They wanted a Super Bowl. I'm just wondering, for the leadership of the Cowboys, do you really want it? Are you hungry? See, because for us fans, for the fan, we're hungry. Oh, we want it bad. Win, win, win. We want to see you win. But it's just embarrassing to me. I would hope it would be embarrassing to Jerry and all of his family that you got all this shine. You got the Bentley and the Ferraris of stadiums and of teams, and your fans pour so much money into your organization, but you don't pour money into the talent that you should have on the field for us, the fan that watch you every Sunday, that follow you in the off season, during season, preseason, whether you're whack or whether you're rolling. We stand by your side, Dallas Cowboys. And what do you give us? Oh, well, we're not going to spend much money in free agencies. We're just going to deal with our own guys. You haven't even proven that you could deal with your own guys. You got your own guy, Randy Gregory, who you walked a slow walk with, who you poured resources in, or the story has it, that is on another team today. Not only is he on another team, he's on another team talking about the toxic behavior within the organization as the main ingredient that has him not on the plate. I mean, it's like Dallas Cowboys, you're leaving too much stuff on the table. Or you're allowing stuff to be thrown off the table and wiped off the table and dragged off the table, and you haven't gotten us to the championship and to the Super Bowl since the 1900s. Shame on you. It's as if the fan wants it more than those who own the team. How do you own something and not be a better steward over it? We want to win. The fan does. I don't know how all of the players feel, but I'm sure some players that wanted to stay in Dallas. Heard Amari say that he did not want to leave Dallas, but it's not up to him. So if it was up to him, he'd still be balling in Dallas today. But for some reason, you give him away for nothing. For nothing. You let this man walk without a great replacement. Now, this draft is deep in wide receivers. But who's to know how those wide receivers, if you even get one, or pick the right one, who's to say how their acceleration or their growth into the professional rankings will be? We don't know. What we did know is that we had a baller in the building, and you didn't give him the ball. You got to spend some money. You got to dump some resources into your product if you want to see it grow. Every farmer has to get some seed. He has to pay for those seeds. He has to plant those seeds if he wants a crop. It's like the Dallas Cowboys, you sprinkle out some seeds. I saw you years ago when La'el Collins, who was projected to be a number 1 draft pick, did not make it because of some allegations. When the allegations are all wiped out, here we are. Jerry goes and gets him, wines him and dines him, get him on the team. You fought to get him, but didn't fight to keep him. You spent a first round draft pick on Amari Cooper. You traded with the Raiders. You get a Raiders first round draft pick. You get your receiver, Amari Cooper, who put up good numbers all the time he was here. Fought through injury, played through injury, had some ups and downs, but he was good. Dare to say he was great. And you let him walk down the street. You let Randy Gregory walk down the street. I'm here to say to all the fans, we deserve better. And I wish the management would hear our voices. Wonder how many of them are sitting up on this evening, making a plan to build something great. I don't know if they want to build fat pockets or build something great. You already got fat pockets, so build a team that's your own. It's like years ago, I'll never forget it. Dallas Cowboys are playing the last game in the old stadium, getting ready to march into a new stadium, bring all of these legends to the game. And all of the legends saw it just like we did. Cowboys get mopped up in a loss. It's like the hunger is in there to win, man, to win. Not to just show up. You know, it'd be a shame if you got the finest Ferrari on the block, the finest Bugatti, Rolls Royce, Lex Coupe, Beamer, Benz, whatever it is, the finest thing around. And you push it on into the show. Got it clean, got it detailed and waxed up, got it shiny, no spots on it, and you just can't start it up. I want something that I can drive. I don't care how good it looks. Jerry, Steven, Jerry Jr., Charlotte, the Cowboys fans want something that we can drive. We want something to be proud of. And this coming week in free agency, will you give us some tools? Will you give us some ingredients? Will you give us some groceries? Will you give us some talent? Will you give us anything of worth that can get us to the next level? These Cowboys will have you thinking, man, and sometimes late at night, wondering, wishing, hoping, praying that we would get something in the building to cause us to be great. You're in a position where the whole world is talking about you. Most of the world is laughing at you. Most of the world is confused by you. That enough should be reason for the Jones family and the Cowboy organization to get a warrior mentality that would say, we want to win, and we're going to prove it by the talent we put on the field. Not nickel and diamond, pinching pennies, and you know, you got one guy that should be a safety, but you want him to be a linebacker. You got a fast guy that should be running routes. You want him to block. Because you're squeezing pennies together. Don't want to go too much. Don't want to give him too much. Deion Sanders said, if you play well, they pay well. Hope you get paid here in Dallas. You could play well and they gonna say goodbye to you tomorrow. And it's a shame. It's a scandal even. Dallas Cowboys, this is a scandal. The stuff we got going on out here. You get good guys and you let good guys go. You get good guys and you wink at them on the way out. You get good guys and you badmouth them on the way out. And you can't even get a good rate for the good guys you got because you badmouthed them so much. Where guys have been loyal to you on the football field, you haven't proved to be loyal to them. And it's a shame. And it's a scandal. I had to get some things off of my chest before we go to sleep tonight. But boy, oh boy, I wonder what happens in this second week of free agency. Make a move, Cowboys. Make a move. That's all we want. We just want you to make a move. Ludacris said, when I move, you move, just like that. I just wish you a move, Cowboys. We're going to take it down tonight. Shalom. Salute. It's game day, baby. Whoo!